Hey, this is on how to on creating a new virtual machine on VirtualBox we manage. Today we'll create one of the popular Linux Ubuntu version 20.04 LTS versions from scratch. Click on new, enter a name for the VM. We'll change the type to Linux and version to Ubuntu 64-bit. Change the machine folder if need be. Now we'll create a new virtual disk. We'll just tweak the name a little to be more apt and not coincide with anything else. Make it VMDK for KVM going to be able to use it and split into files less than 2 GB for easily manageable. We can do the settings and select a live disk, or we can just simply start it and select an ISO here. If our choice is not available, we can click the folder icon next to it and make the one available by browsing. Now we started it, it's booting from that live disk. I'll capture my keyboard activities right now. Now it's booting up from the disk image that we selected to install the Windows server on the virtual disk that we configured for it to create. It's almost done booting up. We'll soon see the screen where we can start configuring the setup for the installation to begin. And there it goes. We can select the language that we want to initiate our setup in. Update the installer if it is available. It's updated. Take some time depending on the speed. Can change the keyboard layout if need be. I'll just keep it same. Edit the network interface config. That also I'll just keep same. I can edit it later. Configure the internet proxy if you are using one. I'm not. The mirror for the archive, I'll just keep it default. You can password protect the virtual disk with Lux, which I'll opt for, and keep a simple pass that I keep for all my guest images. You can have custom storage layout, which I wouldn't do. Now we can just review it and continue with the disk setup part. Now we need to provide the default sudo enable profile values, the username, password, server's name. I'll just use some guest values that I use for these. Now we can install any extra package by selecting them. As of now, I won't. I'll just go with the default setup. It'll set up the default Ubuntu server on the disk, install security updates, and then we can enter and reboot into an actual installed VM on the virtual disk. Now enter the password for the disk that we provided. Now the profile credentials that we added for guest, and we are in.